All right, I want to further explain in Revelation 20 where we talked about the kingdom age and the serpent being bound for 1,000 years. I'm going to show you on that chart where that location is, and it's going to help you visualize what that's all about. But before we do that, we got to talk about this chart and explain it a little further because I don't think I got to all the details about it. First of all, I'm teaching you from this location right here, or I have been, because I had everything else written up there. So what we have is one world age from this point to this point, 5,125 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 world ages. 5 world ages roughly equal 26,000 years. 26,000 years roughly equals 12 signs of the zodiac house, meaning all 12 signs of the zodiac house and their allotted times for each sign fit perfectly within this Mayan cyclic time of world ages. And that's not by coincidence. Yet they want you to believe that it is. So that's the first beginning of the understanding of the enigma, is that we have the supposed Egyptian origin zodiac time scale. And then might I remind you that the Egyptians get this from the Sumerians. So we have at least historically calculable, at least in the mainstream academia, that you will find that the Egyptians were in possession of the exact same astrological signs of which we have today. So that this is where we begin to see our connection between the first connection that we're going to have between the Hebrew Bible and the Mayan calendar via a historical route, a provable historical route. And that's going to be within ancient Egypt. And if I remember correctly, I'm saying all this from memory, that on the temple roof or ceiling of the temple of Dendera should be a circular representation of all 12 signs of the zodiac with their perfect accompanying symbols. So they would have you believe that the Egyptians and the Mayans were not in contact. But of course, we see that their information of this is of the same informational root. So think about the significance again, that the 12 houses of the zodiac roughly equaling 2,150 years each. So that means that there is about 2 signs in each one of these pies. So for instance, that we would have 2 signs in this location here, that this is going to be the ending of the age of Pisces, and that this is going to be the starting of the age of Aquarius. So preceding Pisces would be Aries. So within this world age period, we have gone from the age of Aries to the beginning of the age of Pisces, and now we are at the transition period from the ending of the age of Pisces to the beginning of the age of Aquarius. And that is what's known as the dawn. But you're going to see those in the esoteric, occultic circles, of which gets their original creation story from that of the conceited mind of Lucifer. This is going to be called the Golden Dawn. And that's going to relate directly back to this occultic symbol here that you are now looking at. Now you begin to realize that you're looking at the shape of a 5-pointed pentagram. And this is no coincidence. It's no coincidence that we're looking at a star chart which makes the symbol of a perfect 5-pointed star. It's no coincidence that a 5-pointed star is a geometrical symbol for the control or the geometrical control of man. It's no coincidence that world ages are dealing with world precepts from the mind of men, and that we are talking about material time. So this is a time clock which is governing material time-space, which is absolutely relative to those who have distorted it. I'll be back.